let me just cough because while you were in out of town, I have been dealing with food poisoning from my favorite place on earth, actually.
Oh
So
no.
Happy Garden betrayed me very hard on Monday.
Oh, you hate to hear it.
Yeah, and I actually did not eat all of Tuesday because my stomach was hurting so bad.
Oh, feel bad.
Yeah, but I'm back and I'm excited. I kind of forgot today was the day for the awards actually because I was dealing with that and other stuff because it's a busy week actually because we get title update #1 tomorrow if you remember.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty exciting.
I'm so
That's
behind
pretty.
in Monster Hunter, man.
I mean, if you're behind,
I mean,
what
I've
am
actually
I?
done everything I need to do, and I've made all my armor pieces, but I'm so behind, man.
I have a page on my wish list of weapons, and then I will have every charge axe, or switch axe
Fully upgraded and
maxed.
stuff.
Yeah, not a lot of
Nice,
armors
nice.
made, but oh well. Where would you like to start as we talk about Crunchyroll's best nominees ever?
I mean,
Last year, I think
They
we
have-
started at the end
they-
and worked backwards, but
I think that's a good strategy just because it feels good to end with
Like the
anime of the year, but
I agree.
yeah.
And also, like, I normally don't have an opinion on the voice actors, but I kind of do this year, which is kind
Okay.
of crazy, actually.
I can respect that.
Trying to fix a little bit of my. Okay, best voice artist performance English, and we got AJ Beckles who voiced Okaroon in Dawn to Dawn. We got the guy Alex Lee for Sung Jin Woo. And I'm going to preface this right now. Everything on here for Solo Leveling is season 1. And I thought season 1 was mid
Yeah.
as fuck. So I kind of discredit everything from season 1. And I'm attributing it to the season 2 hype that has just spread through the anime community this year. I don't think season 1 Solo Leveling deserves anything, really.
Look, I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it. Solo Leveling is a very pretty anime. It's got
very
really
pretty.
cool action.
It's
It's
very
super
pretty.
hype. It's really fun. The story is just another classic. Guy gets superpowers. Just
It's
busted
literally
type deal.
guy gets powers, he gets hot, and then bags the hottest women in the universe.
Yeah,
While
it's
being
like
cool
it's
as
kind of
fuck.
just like
That's all it is.
it's a format that's been done a lot, but this
Yeah.
may be one of the best it's been done. So
That's
I'll
fair.
give it its due
That's
there.
fair. Jesse James Grell for Mappa voicing Armin
Oh my
in
God,
Attack
I thought
on
you were done with
Titan.
Attack on Titan finally.
I know,
It's the
right?
final chapter.
Oh my
it's the
god.
final chapter,
Fin-
special 2, deluxe 3.
Honestly, in my own opinion, I'm discrediting this as well because I'm just fucking tired of Attack on Titan.
look. I mean, I'm sure he was great.
Oh yeah.
It's a wonderful show, one of the most well written, impactful shows ever. They just really kind of butchered it.
Butchered the pacing of the release
When I say
dates,
butchered,
really.
Yeah, it was like the pacing was fine. It was just the release.
Yeah.
Honestly, like,
If I binge that show in 5 years, if I go back and rewatch all of it and binge it all, it'll be one of the best shows I ever watched, I bet.
oh,
But
I'm sure.
I haven't finished it yet because I'm kind of still pissed.
Hey,
Yeah.
you want to go back to it when you want to enjoy it. You know?
That's
You don't
fair.
want to go in heated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we got Mallory Rodak, who voiced Freerin in the English dub for Freerin. And this is actually one of the shows I watched dub and sub this year. So
I've watched some of the dub, but not all of it.
so good. Sarah Natacheni playing Alia, and Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Didn't watch it. Be honest, didn't watch that.
I didn't hear of it. I don't think I watched
popular rom-com. Yeah, I didn't watch as many as I did last year, especially not rom-coms. I watched a lot of rom-coms last year, actually, which is weird.
I watched all the big dogs.
I watched some big dogs. Like, I noticed in a lot of categories, I feel like I watched
It's the
less
same
anime this
ones.
year, but I watched a lot of the ones that made nominees this year.
Yeah, you got more coverage over the hits.
Yeah. And then we got Sungwon Cho playing Senshi. I mean, come on.
You already know what I did.
Yeah.
You know I couldn't. Since she was on the board, I had to do it.
Honestly, it's a big toss-up for me between him and Freerin. But I would say I think the dub for Delicious in Dungeon is more fun to watch than the sub for this particular type of show. And
Oh yeah.
I think part of that is the voice acting was really good for the English dub.
I mean, I feel like English dub has been getting better every year. You know?
Yeah.
And it shows this year, I feel.
Yeah, so I'll have to go back and actually cast my votes later because I don't want people to see my email. But
good call.
But yeah, I think we're both kind of in agreement that it's probably Senshi there, right?
Essentially, I could accept Freerun too. But
I would accept.
I
would accept honestly anybody but Solo Leveling and Alia because I just hadn't watched that one. But I think Senshi deserves it way more.
I love that guy.
He was one of the best characters of the year. Actually, him alone kind of puts up Delicious and Dungeon for character designs. Really.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But best voice artist performance Japanese.
This one is tough.
This one is tough. And
there's a lot of really good ones.
A lot of really good ones.
I bet we picked the same one.
And going through this one I've actually already looked at. We got Aoi Yuki, who plays Mao Mao in Apothecary Diaries. I'm just going to kind of go through them really quick. And then Atsumi Tanizaki for Freerun and Freerun. Kenichi Suzumura, hopefully I don't mispronounce, as Bravern in Brave Bang Bravern.
I've never heard
no idea what that is, actually.
The fact that it's nominated kind of makes me want to watch it just to see how good this guy is.
Shion Wakayama playing Momo. And then we'll also have Natsuki Hane playing Okarun in Dandadan as well. So Dandadan's represented a lot this year, which I'm happy about. Yeah. And then Sayaka Sembongi, playing Marcel in Delicious and Dungeon, which I'm excited for that because I actually hated Marcel at the start, but she's one of my favorite characters where I'm at. Because I haven't actually finished the show yet. I'm still on episode 22.
Really?
I just didn't have Netflix for a while, and then when I got it again, I forgot to go back and watch it because it was so long it took it out of my continue watching. So
I love Marcel. She's great. All of these voice actors that I've seen are fantastic.
So, however, mine is actually a toss-up in terms of in the sub of what I've watched between two, and it's not Freerun for either of them.
Same.
Mine would be Mao Mao and Momo from Apothecary Diaries and Dandadan.
Both very good options, yeah.
And I'm assuming yours.
The ladies really took it this time.
I think this is a ladies' power hour for this year. Honestly,
I think
I think this is the year of strong women in anime. Honestly, and I think
it's proven with my pick of Momo in her dual protagonist feature, Trump and her male counterpart. Because frankly, she's just so funny.
Momo from Dandadan.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, oh my god, she does. She is so funny.
She's so funny. But I mean, Mao Mao is also great. Marcel is also great.
But, so great. Honestly, 4 out of the 6 here being the women characters was awesome. I think Freerun, just in the sub, since I don't know the language, loses out against some of the characters that probably just have more energy in their voice because Freerun as a character is more monotone.
I mean, it's hard for them to really flex their vocal muscles
to at least someone who's not a Japanese speaker like me. Maybe to someone who is Japanese, that'd be maybe I'm dead wrong in that case, but
could be.
But I don't know. I just got into Apothecary Diaries like a few months ago. That shit is so good,
bro. I didn't know you started watching that. I love that
remember you telling me about it like almost a year ago. Essentially.
Yeah, man.
And I watched the first episode back then, and then I didn't actually get into it till like maybe 2 months ago. And now I'm on episode 24 and halfway through it. And I'm like, I just need to. Because now I'm seeing clips of season 2. Oh my God. But besides the point, I think Momo probably edges it out for me too. Momo is, she is really funny. She's just awesome. She carries that show a lot.
She really does.
And that's hard because I feel like the show carries itself pretty well.
I mean, that's the thing is like, in a show where everyone is so insanely bombastic and crazy, she's number one. She's top dog.
She's number one.
What can you say? What can you do? Nothing.
Maybe Turbo Granny or Granny Psycho.
Right.
But the thing is, that is still the bad bitches of Dawn to Dawn. The strong women of Don to Don are just carrying us through that. Like they are amazing. I love all of them.
It's their time. It's their year.
Yeah. Also, I just want Turbo Granny to win every category, even though she's not a song.
Bro, I love Turbo Granny.
I don't think the Don to Don ending sequence got nominated, but I really wanted it to. It did? Okay, cool. It did.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at that. Best ending sequence. Okay, sure, yeah. So Ranma won half's ending sequence, and I actually have some of these pulled up if we wanted to refresh ourselves.
I mean, I went through it too, but I mean, if you want to rewatch it, that's also fine. I just,
Burning from Oshinoko Season 2. I don't know if you watched this show.
I had never even heard of it.
You have not heard... Dude, Brett and I, at my wedding, we were singing the first opening to this, like after the wedding, before we turned in.
Okay.
Me and Brett have bonded a little over this show because we're like the only two in the group that have watched this. Season 1 was nominated for like Anime of the Year last year, and I think everyone kind of just shot me down when I even mentioned it.
Right, and Brett and I were like, year that had like JJK and was Chainsaw Man last year too?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I said the opening sequence is up there with Chainsaw Man and all them, and everyone was telling me no, the song's not as good. And I told everyone to shut the fuck up. It's called opening sequence and not opening song. And even for opening sequence, it was great. Oh my god! But I did place it like number 5 overall.
Right.
But the ending sequence is really good. It's actually one of Tatum's favorite anime songs of the year, from what I remember when we listened to my playlist. Nice. Yeah. Really good. The show is really good. You should. It's on High Dive though. It's High Dive exclusive.
It's all the High Dive ones.
That's I don't have High Dive anymore because I realized if Oshinoko is not coming out, the only reason I'm going to watch it is if I'm watching a show I don't want anyone to know that I'm watching.
Yeah, High Dive's kind of.
And there's not a lot of shows that I don't want people to know I'm watching right now coming out. I mean, I watched Chain Soldier. I watched Gushing Over Magical Girls last year. Don't watch those shows if you value your self-dignity. Just let me know, man. I would never ask a friend to watch them with me. It'd be a very Kyle situation.
Yeah, sit a friend down, buying a breakfast pizza, and then watching
Monster Musume.
It's the most cursed thing.
Speaking of which, one of my first TikToks that was semi-popular, comparative to what I get on views and stuff, was a Hunt Showdown one, because there's a spider boss. Now it's comparing the spider in that to Racnera from Monster Musume.
Oh, yeah.
And people thought that was really funny. Hey, and then I had a few students from Savannah like it, and I was like, I don't think you know what that is.
You better not.
But then again, last year in Maryville, I did catch a kid watching High School DxD in class, and I had to tell them to turn it off. So, and they're like, you know what that is? I'm like, yeah, turn it off. Yeah, turn it off, please. Yeah, I don't want to say yes, but yes, turn it off. Elusive Samurai. Have not listened to this one.
Is that one also on High Dive, or is that one on Crunchyroll?
I think this one's on Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll's been losing some things, actually. Fire Force Season 3 is coming out. I can't find Fire Force on Crunchyroll. I know you don't like it. I love Fire Force, despite the fan service. But I can't find Season 1 or 2 on it.
The fan service is one thing. There are issues. I really like parts of it a lot. And whenever I really like parts of a show, but it doesn't jive with me completely,
it's hard to
use me into disliking it way more than I really would.
That's fair. So, you kind of hate on it because of the potential that it had for you.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my vote, by the way, for best ending sequence.
Nobody.
The fact that
hey, bud. Same here.
One, for the fact that we are getting an American band getting Anime of the Year and best ending sequence. Also, the song was fucking awesome. I loved that song. It was so nice. The memes that came from this song in this anime were amazing. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, everyone's about to die. Nobody got you the way. So good. Season 2 comes out this year. This got nominated for a few other things, and I think, despite being a big Kaiju number 8 fan, and I was trying to get more of us to watch it before it came out, I was really hyping the show up to the group, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
Not as many people watched it as I was hoping, and honestly, Season 1, I think Season 2 is going to be where It gets better. Where
up,
people like say, oh, the character designs in season 1 for JJK were kind of fixed in season 2 and things amped up in season 2. I think that's going to happen with Kaiju number 8.
Oh, well, hey, that's exciting.
Yeah. Solo Leveling, again, I didn't watch this ending sequence. The fact that it never convinced me to watch it, I'm not going to go for it.
Part of it is like, the episode would always just like, there was no like cut, it just kind of flows into it suddenly, and then it's like, oh, the episode's over. Click.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Also, it's season 1 of this show.
Yeah, I didn't like the outro for season 1 much, if I'm being honest. Dan to Dan.
Honestly, I might throw a few votes for this one over the next 2 weeks. Purely just because
Granny.
like when Granny's going like,
bro,
I love that.
One are
Oh my god,
immaculate.
I watch it sometimes like I'll be in the shower just relaxing after work, and I'll just like turn it on, prop it up in the little like soap holder, and just like vibe out to it.
Yeah,
it's so fun. I love it.
Well then, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. I'm just gonna tell you what I have for this one because it's a sweep.
For opening
Kaiju
sequence.
Number 8. Yeah, I mean,
Really? Okay.
it creeps me out. It unsettles me, but I gotta give it its due. It's really unique and cool.
I think this category is just as stacked as last year's opening sequences.
Oh my gosh, dude, yeah.
Except, honestly, I don't know why Solo Leveling's opening sequence is here. I thought it was very generically actiony.
Bro,
and the song wasn't even the best. We could have had
a bad song.
It wasn't bad, no, but we could have had either free run opening in this spot.
Or
either
Dungeon
one.
Meshi.
Or any of the Dungeon Meshi ones. Yeah. Both Dungeon Meshies. What are some other shows that could have been in this? Well, mainly those two, but...
Well, I mean, I even prefer...
Apothecary Diaries.
Yes, that opening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, I would not... I honestly, Apothecary Diaries would be more lateral shift for me here, because the first Apothecary Diaries opening, there's a part... when the beat drops essentially in the song, that's when I love it. But that first half of that opening, I'm like, I don't care for this. But
that's fair. That's fair.
But honestly, on this one, I
could switch every day. To be fair,
this one I could switch between 4 of them pretty easily. Solo Leveling is out, obviously.
Solo Leveling's out. The other one that's out. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe.
It's really hard, isn't it?
Is Kaiju 8 out for you?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Once again, it's a non-Japanese or Asian artist getting promoted to this like award level, and it was a good opening sequence. I liked it.
Is it Fatal?
Yeah, from Oshinoko. I really like it, but I know, yeah, you haven't watched it, but compared to the first opening of season 1, when the opening of season 1 hit number 1 on like Spotify worldwide, for a while.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Also, that artist Yasobi she's actually like one of the best artists I've ever listened to.
Nice.
She did like some of the Beastars openings. She did the first free run opening, and a whole bunch of other music. But she's like, I make songs for anime, and she does it good.
Hey, you know what?
But yeah, I'd have to cut Fatal out just because I felt like it didn't hit as hard as the rest of them. It didn't hit the community of anime as hard as the others.
Bro, all of the other 4, I'm kind of right there with you. I gave it to
really hard. I think
Kaiju 8, but I could be convinced.
I think overall, I would then cut out Mashal season 2. After that, it was really popular. It was really good, really fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got bored of it faster than some of the other ones, not going to lie, despite being like bar for bar really good song, because Creepy Nuts is a really good band as well, actually.
It's hard. They don't really make misses.
Yeah, they don't make misses.
They just make bangers.
And then I might cut out Kaiju number... I think Kaiju number 8 hits my 3rd spot.
I mean, it's definitely not my favorite song out of this list, but...
When
the like 3D animation, the like way they morph into each other, it's like, I really hate it and unsettles me, but it feels
I really like that. I thought that was I thought the 3D animation was really good. But between like what Creepy Nuts and Science Saru did with Otanoke and Toei, and who was the artist for this song? Hiroshi Kitadani did for Us for One Piece.
Oh man, that's
Those
true.
two like were like love letters to their genre and their show almost. Kind of how I said Chainsaw Man was a love letter last year to the artist Fujimoto who wrote Chainsaw Man. I think these ones really kind of just like I think Abyss, and they were really showing off the technology and what they can do with 3D animation and what they can do for the show. But I don't. But I think Science Sorrow and Creepy Nuts really hit it out of the park more with putting themselves into the vibe of the show more. Because while Abyss is creepy, the first season of Kaiju number 8 is not super creepy. It's a shonen battle.
That's true. That's true. It has like hints of that,
right?
But like,
yes,
we don't know much about it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think I kind of, if I follow my heart to heart scan, and if I just go based on my instincts, I go One Piece, man. I go One Piece every time.
I think I gotta go One
Piece. Just do One Piece. So.
But here's the thing, Us this year was one of the most beautifully animated like minute and a halves you're gonna get.
Oh my gosh, dude.
The cuts they made, they show off so much of what's happening and not at the same time. Like there is so much stuff in that opening that shows the fun that they're having. The art style was amazing. The song was amazing. The references to itself were amazing, as well as the color palette. It would really hit 5 for 5 in every category you could put out for me. So I think I gotta go that too. Honestly, I was wanting to go Don to Don for the same reason you were saying, but then as we're talking, I'm like, I gotta go One Piece on this. As much as I really want to, because I was all this last 3 months. I'm like, I cannot wait to vote for Don to Don for best opening of the year. Can't do it.
Oh man,
can't do it.
Well, that brings us to best score then. Now this one feels. I haven't seen
Look Back, which is a movie by the guy who wrote Chainsaw Man.
And I've heard
it's really good.
You know,
I've heard it's one of the most touching things people watched this last year.
That's fair, but I just got to go based on what I know,
what I've seen,
and they've experienced.
Rerun
has made me cry just with the music multiple times.
That's fair. I was really debating between Freerun and Don to Don, but then I'm thinking, am I just wanting to give Don to Don a vote for its opening still? And so I have to.
I mean,
kind of got to go.
It's tough to say. Mm-hmm. Oh, but Dan to Dan does have really. Their score, they actually use it comedically, dude. I'm just thinking about
the chase scene with the mannequin.
Yeah. That was so.
Oh, that was really good.
Like, I can see either.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna have to go Freerun too. Really, I remember the day.
Why is solo leveling here?
Why is solo leveling here? I feel like solo leveling is taking up a lot of our talking points, and it's just because why is it there? I know
why it's here, man.
Why?
It's here for the one. This is gonna come for me. It's like, yeah, that's really cool. It's also
got anything else?
Apart. Whereas every episode of Freerun will be like, here's the most beautiful song you've ever heard in a montage of them just walking around town, and I'm like, why is it so beautiful?
It's so beautiful. I wish I could give an accurate representation of my thoughts of Bleach, but I just haven't watched Bleach, and I know people love the 1,000-Year Blood War. So I wish I could vote on that, but I will never vote on it because I'm not watching Bleach until it's probably all finished, and I have the energy to do so. But
I'm kind of there with you. I started trying to watch Bleach, but then I lost. I didn't lose interest, but I got busy, and then forgot what was happening.
And honestly, I'm kind of over Demon Slayer at this point, like voting. Like having it vote on things. I haven't watched the training arc. I just couldn't bring myself to watch it, really. I mean, I've read it already.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think it's in this really tricky spot where it's so popular that it gets overhyped to all hell.
Yeah. And it's good. It's fairly good. It's good.
It's definitely good. I don't think it's the number one thing here.
I think... it and Solo Leveling kind of have like a same problem, but I like Demon Slayer more. It got really hyped up. It got super popular really quickly. And because it was really animated really well, it's a very serviceable story. The characters are really likable. But overall, is it groundbreaking? No.
No.
Not.
And the one thing I've noticed is people don't like. There's not like the hipster anime community that like turned on everyone who liked Demon Slayer doing the same to Solo Leveling, because Solo Leveling is about like a cool guy who gets super jacked and then gets all the ladies.
I think Solo Leveling's next on the block for the haters.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
I mean, because I kind of hated on it already, and that I was kind of ahead of the curve when it came to Demon Slayer on that, so.
Hey, well,
remember, because there was like a few months where I hated on Demon Slayer in the group chat.
That is true.
So
I still love Demon Slayer, and I do really
it.
enjoy Solo Leveling. It's just kind of like I enjoy it the way I enjoy
right,
action.
and I think that's where I've learned from Demon Slayer. I'm like, I really enjoyed it up until the ending of it, and so now I'm basing my enjoyment of the anime based on how I felt bad after finishing the manga. So
I don't have that. Maybe my opinion will change,
and maybe the anime will be better because I'll see it in action more. I don't know, but. Back to those that actually matter here, I guess. I would have to agree Freerun's probably better. I remember the night Freerun came out because I had been tracking it. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to be in Texas for a wedding. Damn it. First 4 episodes come out.
Oh, man.
You guys gave me the big room in the Airbnb. Tatum fell asleep. Someone left. I logged into Crunchyroll in that house. And I watched all 4 at midnight that night. And I bawled my eyes out for 2 hours, dude. Those first 4 episodes. Oh, and then the next morning I woke up and together we watched an episode of the vending machine isekai.
Right.
I did all
Why
of that.
Why is it here anywhere?
I know, right? So I watched the first 2 hours of Freerun, and then not even 8 hours later watched that.
Easily.
And then I binged watched while waiting for the wedding all of Castlevania Nocturne, but
bro, that was nuts.
Season 1 of it. Yeah.
if that was considered an anime, dude.
Mm-hmm. I think it could have been, honestly. I think it could have been. But yeah, Freerun's got to get my vote for that. It was so beautiful. Honestly, they didn't miss a single thing on Freerun. It was such a beautiful shot. Everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think Freerun is perhaps the most consistently good show.
Yeah.
Like every other show, some shows get better, some shows, like kind of fluctuate around them, but
the highs are high in Freerun, and the lows are purposefully low in a way that they're high for me. Like, it's just so well done. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Best anime song.
This one's
every
hard
year
because it's harder, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. First off, I'm cutting out Solo Leveling.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
If it was season 2, then it would compete. I'm still listening to season 2 opening, like, in the car ride to school. Also, next year, we're going to have to deal with Solo Leveling season 2 and Shangri-La opening 4 in this category.
Bro, can we talk? I know it's not in this.
I know I know it's off topic, but dude,
Shangri-La's current opening. You listening to this?
Dude, I listen to it all the time. It is my current favorite song.
It's like they took a chunk of my brain, put it in a blender, and then was like, "This is music Luke likes." Boom. Because it's just so like weird and like a mash of types of music. Like, orchestral and rap is a very normal
The orchestral leading like into the rap is wild. Oh,
it's so good, dude.
So good. Oh, I listen to that so much. Anytime I'm wanting to zone out and just think about D&D and like trying to like set up epic moments for people in D&D, I'm like, yeah, I'm turning on this song. I'm just gonna hit.
It's a good one.
Yeah, so good.
Now, back to. Luckily, we've already discussed a lot of these songs.
Yeah, because a lot of them share with. The only thing that got cut out is we switched the first Freerun opening song from Yaesobi, like I said.
Right.
With it wasn't Look Back, but whoever it was. The best song. This is hard. For me, I think I think best song overall, though, I'm actually going to go Freerun, The Brave. I think I listened to that one more than I've listened to the rest of them. And I think
So
that's what it comes down for me.
here's where I'm coming from, right? I listened to all of these.
Yeah.
Number one, Fatal as a song, as opposed to an opening. I don't know if you've listened to like the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I listened to it on the ride home today. It's really good. It's really
crazy.
good.
It's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
I told you. Yeah.
But the thing about The Brave being nominated is it's not even my favorite song in Freerun.
That is
My
fair.
favorite song in Freerun is not an opening, it's not an outro. It's called Bliss, and they play it in the middle of a montage where they're just walking through town helping people. And it's just breathtaking. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
But that being said, I mean, The Brave is great and it's beautiful, and Dan's is also awesome. But
Right.
as much as I hate the show, Bling Bang Bang Born was my third most listened song on my Spotify rap. So I feel my hands are a little tied. I don't even know if I believe it's the best, but I'm like, I listen to it a lot.
I actually I understand that. I understand that a lot, actually. I'm actually gonna pull up Fatal and like re-listen to it a little bit real quick. The Fatal. And who's it by? Oh yeah, there it is, because it's in my playlist. We should hear this on Spotify stream. Shouldn't record though, so I shouldn't get copyrighted. God, this does go off. Like right from the start, I really like this. Actually, yeah, that beats the first free run opening for me by far. It does. Just listening to that, because I can sing the free run one in my head like instantly because I listen to it so much. But I'm like, yeah, it's not the best of the free run openings either. I think the second one's better.
And this is a category where I could switch it day by day.
I could,
excluding solo levelings, but
for me, it could go to 5 of them at any particular moment, just depending on the mood I'm in.
And something else I noticed about like this specific spread is it's got a pretty good variety of styles.
That is that I like. Yeah, that's true.
This is a lot more like I mean, it's like the American like kind of more. Kind
I think the artist is
rocky.
French, actually.
Oh, is it really?
I think so. I think Tatum told me that.
That makes
Young Blood.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, Young Blood. I think he's French.
Regardless, it's got like the slower rock, and then Bling Bang Bang Born is like a weird like quirky dance type song.
And it's Open and Okay is also kind of like that, but like
it is. But
maybe because I associate them with the anime, I get a different vibe, a slightly different vibe to it. Also, have you listened to like the first big opening that Creepy Nuts has ever done? Like their first big song. It was the opening to Call of the Night, which was a High Dive exclusive rom-com about vampires. Was
this one nominated?
I don't remember if it was ever nominated though, but it was awesome actually. It was really good. I'm gonna pull that one up.
I feel like I remember listening to it, but I'm gonna pull it up to be sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up as well. Isn't that also like when it gets to the beats drop? Falling, did it, done it.
Yeah.
Falling, never falling.
It's got no right to be as good as it is. Holy cow!
They go bar for like they try to one up themselves every time they get booked for an anime, and
They
I
really do.
appreciate that. I appreciate it so much. To be fair, I think Bling Bang Bang Boom is actually my least favorite of their 3 openings overall.
I mean,
but
here's the thing.
I might be just a little biased.
I don't like that I listened to it as much as I did, but I kind of got it. Like,
Right.
it's
I
the
mean,
type of,
the
like-
statistics speak for themselves a little bit there.
it's the type of thing where, like, whenever I have a song that's just like a really fast, heavy beat,
Yeah.
it kind of just wipes my brain, and I love it.
Yeah. Oh, so
But,
good. Oh man. And I have all the opening sequences that got nominated pulled up, but I'll go back to those. I'm gonna save that for TikTok. I plan on doing a series for
Cool.
TikTok like I did last year. So be prepared, everybody. That don't watch me. Fuck you guys.
Keep those phones
coming.
Don't forget to like, subscribe on TikTok, and
Hit
follow
the YouTube
something, whatever you do on Twitch.
channels.
YouTube.
Follow. Remember, you can sub to me now, folks.
Stock him outside
Remember,
his
if you
house.
got
You know where
Amazon
he is.
Prime, everybody sub to me. Oh, it's the first. I should shamelessly plug myself in both Discords and tell people to sub to my thing with their Amazon Prime. Don't forget, Luke.
I'm doing it as we speak.
Oh, I'm just kidding. You people don't have to do that. I feel bad that I asked.
Dude, I'm not using my Twitch for anything
But that's
else,
kind of what I
really.
figured. I'm like, guys, if you're not, can you just do that? And then eventually I'm going to get $50. I'm not streaming, but I am recording. So I did get a banner in my chat box that's not active right now.
Nice,
It
nice.
said, welcome to the kitchen, Lukelele.
Very good.
Not gonna lie, Tatum really likes this category. I fucking hate this category coming
Oh,
up.
the must
protect.
at all costs.
Because I feel like there's always some characters that don't make sense in here. Like, let's look at our things.
Freeman can
Why is
destroy
Freeman here? She's a
anybody.
nuclear weapon.
Look, I love Freeman.
Yeah, I would. I would.
protect
I
her, but
would.
she doesn't need my protection.
Yeah, we're talking about the must protect at all cost characters right now. And I said, like, you liked this category a lot last year. I don't like this category because I feel like they just put anything that is kind of cute in it. Like what? Like Freerin is up for nomination, Tatum, for must protect at all costs. She is a walking weapon.
Now, I could see, what's her protege's?
Fern, maybe,
Fern?
even though she's
Fern
also
makes
a
way
weapon.
more sense.
She's also
Yeah.
a weapon, though. But we watched
true,
her
though. She
grow
can
up
also-
from a kid,
Oh my god.
so we have like a
To me,
like
that would make
instinct
more
there.
sense.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Have you gotten to the one category where Mr. Villain's Day Off is nominated?
I have not seen that yet. No.
Okay. Well,
Uh-uh.
that's
Oh,
a good
no.
show, Luke.
I've watched it. He's obsessed with pandas. He's me. He's
Yeah,
me,
that's-
Tatum.
Yeah, that's.
There's pandas. You like it.
Yeah.
You should just hop in Discord and do this with us. Just join us. Okay.
Oh man.
Once again, Anya's here.
Which, I
Freeman's
mean,
here.
I don't want to vote for Anya.
I don't wanna vote for
but,
Anya
She's
again.
the one who would be.
She's the one that needs it the most.
But you
Who
know,
is Yuki
you know,
Itoshi? Sign
it's
of-
for
oh,
them
she's
that
just a
elusive
girl.
I think it's a guy, actually.
Oh, I'm talking about the other.
Oh, Yuki.
another one.
I thought you were talking about the.
Toki Yuki
Samurai.
Hojo.
Yeah.
I kind of get that too, and I kind of get it because the premise of the show is he wants to. He reminds me of Momo from One Piece, from what I understand of what I have read.
Oh, yeah,
And-
yeah.
But without some of the One Piece comedy, so I understand why he is here then.
Did you know Disney World microchips their cups so you can't get free refills after too long?
What?
Yeah.
That
You
is
have to like set it on the drink dispenser, and if it's like doesn't, they put it on the bottom of the cup scanning. This is a
Wow.
conspiracy.
that is wild. How
It's-
cheap can you get, dog?
I mean, and that's the cheapest thing in the world are
Oh, yeah.
sodas.
Oh yeah,
And-
no, fountain
and juices.
sodas are practically worthless because the only price increase from like the only price increase is the material of the cup actually. Because
So, At the
Don't watch it.
cafeteria at the resort I stayed at, how much do you think a cup for the fountain drink was?
$5.
Close. It's more like $6.
Fuck,
$6.50,
dude.
I think it was.
That's
But
fucked up.
you can buy one of these, and then you can refill it. This is actually only good till the 13th, but I mean, I'm not going to be there, I guess. But
Oh, that's so
this
fucked,
was only
dude.
$22.
Oh, that's so fucked, man.
At the same time, it was the one on our place, so I ate there enough for it to be worth it. It was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
back
that's
to
so
anime.
mean. So mean.
I voted for Senshi because
I'm voting for Senshi on this because he's the one I like. Him or Okarun would be the ones. Like, Freerin doesn't need my vote. Like, I feel like I'm a bad person if I vote for Freerin here.
Yeah,
Because, like, she can do it. Senshi probably could too, but, like, if he dies haphazardly, who's going to take care of the gardens?
that's true. Also, like,
Golems.
I mean, have you gotten to? Well, how far you got?
The cat girl has joined the group, pretty much. That's all I remember.
Okay, I will hold my tongue then.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm voting for Senshi. This dwarf is just amazing. I love him.
He's just
one of the reasons I
perfect
fell in love with
thing.
this show, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the cosplayer that Elijah really likes, and I won't lie, I follow him on Instagram. Jessica Negri did a cosplay of Senshi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not going to pull it up on screen, but...
I feel like I could do it pretty easy. I would not have to do too much to get there. I'm pretty close to that already, as it is.
Best supporting character. I have some thoughts on this one.
I gotta abstain a little bit. Like, I know he might not be the best supporting character, but I have
gotta
to
go Senshi, yeah. I mean, yeah, we got Senshi again. Going down the list, we got Fern.
Fantastic character.
Oh my god, her fight against the Blood Devil guy, amazing. Like how we watched her like relationship with Freerin evolve over the show, and hers with Stark as well. And when we get a season 2, we kind of see that kind of like teens that kind of hate each other blooming into this like young adult romance that's happening between them. Oh, the ballroom scene made me so happy in this show.
Nice,
it was so nice. I think Stark kind of got nothing happen for him season 1 except for that episode. And that episode is all I wanted for him. He was so good. He had a few moments in the show, but like obviously not as much as the mages. It's a mage show, so.
Yeah. I mean, his introduction was pretty crazy. Just the whole...
But I like how they show that without magic, he can somehow still keep up with just the brute strength. Because go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
You know how I would describe Stark? Stark is the cowardly character that Demon Slayer tries to pretend Zenitsu is.
Yes. Oh,
Zenitsu,
so true.
I find irritating.
He does.
On my nerves. Stark
Stark
he's everything I want Zenitsu to be.
He's so courageous without realizing it. Because at the end of the day, he will not fail. He won't fail those that he wants to do good things for. And he has a really good heart. Zenitsu has all those traits too, but he goes about them so badly. The fact that he has to fall asleep to do it is just annoying. It's kind of a cop-out. Once I didn't realize how much I hated it until I saw Stark. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Our next supporting character is Himmel. I'm kind of surprised. Himmel, I don't think is a supporting character, really. I think of him as kind of more of a... What's the term? What's the story term? It's not a Chekhov's gun. No, definitely not. It's a plot device. Kind of like not a mulligan. What's it called? You know what I'm trying to talk. You know what I'm trying to say, though. I think.
I know what you're trying to say, but I can't.
Kind of like the Infinity Stones, like almost. Like they're just there. Yeah. He's kind of there to get the plot going, and he has relevance to the story. But at least in season 1, all we get is like some flashbacks of him and stuff, and he dies in episode 1. R.I.P.
Hey. The goat.
Yeah, he is the goat. The hero who didn't even need the hero's sword. Let's be real. And I've read like a few like non-story spoilers where people say, yeah, he was stronger than Frieren in a fight. Which is wild because he didn't have the hero sword. He had just a normal sword and he was just a dude who only started adventuring because he fell in love with Frieren as a kid when she found him in the woods. So, like, he is a mother. Like, he is awesome. But
he's that guy.
Yeah. I just felt like he wasn't much of a supporting character, more of a plot device in the show, at least for now.
Yeah, he's a pretty big like symbol. Like he has a big impact on the show, but he's not in the show as much.
Right. Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, on the other hand, is a guy relevant to the show. He is there every step of the way, despite what Mao Mao wants.
Bro, I love them so
I
much.
love them so much. Oh, I love his pompous ass attitude that just breaks down around her. Oh my god. And I love how everyone's like, oh, he's going to get tired of this girl so fast. He's always finding interesting things just to mess with until he gets bored. Nah, because this is the thing that's more interesting than him. And he knows it.
Bro, and it's like Mama was like actively disgusted by him a lot. And he's like, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that.
I kind of like it, man. Didn't realize this about myself. I'm learning new things daily about what I'm into, maybe what you're into, who knows? Man. But, you know, he kind of honestly, in some aspects, reminds me of the meme of the comedian. It's like, women don't respect it. Look kind of like a nerd.
It's Shane Gillis, I think is that guy.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
what he is. No shots to Shane Gillis, but yeah, he's just like a hot Shane Gillis in that one bit.
Yeah. And then there was the grannies.
Oh my god. These are the two characters. Like when we get to the other Don Don characters, like these are the two that I'm mostly wanting to vote for. She's awesome. I love Granny. I mean, but
the main reason I don't is just because they haven't really impacted the show as much yet.
She has not impacted the story a whole lot yet, I would say.
Granny, they both kind of have, but.
And I think where the story cut off kind of sucks for Dawn to Dawn right now. Yeah, they cut off after starting an arc. Not like leading into it. Like if they introduced Gigi, I forgot his name for a second, and then just ended it there, that would have been a better start than the hot tub scene ending. Because now I'm like, guys, I need the resolution that I know is coming because other people need that resolution. Because now we're leaving. That's the last image. That's the last image, and now we're just a weird gooner show. We're not. Even though it's still a show, it's still kind of a Shonen Jump show written for teens.
Yeah.
So we do get some of that, unfortunately. But I swear about the rest of it.
I swear.
Senshi, I think we've talked a lot about.
When you look at like Fern, Jinshi, and Senshi, they have much more impacts on the
daily relevance to the main characters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know, if I'm going to go to bat for my king here for a second, Senshi is kind of mandatory for the crew to survive in the way they're going about it.
Yeah. In terms of like making sure, like driving home not just the characters but the plot of the show, Senshi is kind of like that D&D character that keep getting fed the plot hooks to let everybody else know what's going on, you know? Like he's kind of that guy in some cases.
But you know, I would also I could be convinced of Fern or Jinshi or Senshi, maybe even Turbo Granny.
However, my vote is Turbo Granny. My vote is Turbo Granny.
I get it.
The fact that I love antagonists turn allies. It's Frankie and Robin, but just not as like immediately like besties. And the fact is like, despite how comfortable she is with the group, and I'm working with manga spoilers here. I'm 3 chapters behind on the manga because I forgot to read for about a month, and then I read 10 chapters of different mangas yesterday. I'm like, I can't get to Dawn today, otherwise I'm not going to remember shit what's going on.
Oh, right.
Because I was flipping between 5 different mangas yesterday, reading chapters.
Wow.
But we can see, like, she hates them still, but she's also broing out with Momo a little bit because they are very similar and they hate it so much.
Yeah.
Her and Momo are so similar and they hate it so much. I love their dynamic. I love her dynamic with Okarun, which only gets better. She is like almost more of a good mentor than Psycho is a lot. And the fact, also just her cat form cracks me up. I love her doing shit in it. Like, she acts like such a badass still, but in the little lucky cat, I love it.
When we were watching, like, when we first started watching the show and the outro showed up, every episode, Jacob and I were just like, we gotta find out who this cat is. We gotta figure out who this. And then when it turned out, oh, we did know who the cat was.
The whole time.
Turbo Granny. It's like,
it's so wild. And apparently that ending, by the way, is a canon story within the manga. And like within the universe, where they like she wanted to go make some food, and then she ends up helping a cat or whatever, and like tries to make the I don't know, the whole apparently that's like a little side story. I'm voting for Turbo Granny, but I'm also very biased with Turbo Granny's like entire like arc throughout the manga. So if I understand, I could probably also go Fern there as my runner up, who is probably more realistic, but I love Turbo Granny so much.
I'm just as biased for Senshi, so I get it.
It's fair.
Now,
also, her first line in the show kind of just won best line of the year. I mean, except maybe for "Kill Yourself" from "Don't Monetize Me, Twitch." From
in Minecraft.
Exactly. Vinted Steel.
Slime Cube.
I saw that. All those memes.
It's just so bad.
Top 30 lines for Minecraft, and they show it 5 times at 5 different speeds.
It just gets faster each time. It's like, why?
And the videos keep getting longer. I'm just waiting for someone to release the entire movie, but play every line 5 times before going to the next line.
Oh no, it's gonna be like the B movie script meme.
This is the next B movie, yeah. Oh, main character. Here's the thing.
This
is very difficult.
This is another impossible.
I'm gonna go through all 6 and then we can argue. We got Free Run from Free Run Beyond Journey's End. I'm not gonna even mention Sung Jin Woo. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Kafka Hibino from Kaiju number 8. Man, any other year I probably would have given it to him. Momo from Dawn to Dawn. Okarun from Dawn to Dawn.
A twofer.
And Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, God,
also, before we talk about them, thank you for subscribing, Hodag. I appreciate you, man. I forgot I am live actually. Never mind. How come it didn't make the sound effect when you did it, Luke? That's weird. That's dumb.
Well, I'm just kind of a cool, quiet, casual guy. I guess, yeah. Interrupt the stream.
But Jinshi making a comment to Mao Mao, like in his head about how pretty Mao Mao is when she's not has like the fake freckles on. I'm like, she is a queen with those freckles. I'm sorry. I think she looks better with them. But that's also like how I first was introduced to the character, so maybe that's it.
Do I agree with you?
Yes.
End of statement.
I think she's just a baddie in all the ways because she is so cool. She's just awesome.
She really is.
She's just
when she's cool. Like terrorizing the the Crystal Pavilion or whatever because it's like, oh yeah, we were still applying this poisonous makeup.
Yeah, and she's like, you guys are dumb as fuck.
Like, which one of you did this? Oh, that was me. It was so good, dude.
Oh, I love her so much. I
get it.
And almost any other year, she'd probably win like best female character just overall. She'd probably win waifu of the year for me just because she is just one of the most lovable people.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't know if I want to give her my top character though. Okarun and Momo, I'm going to talk about them together, I guess. Because vote for one's a vote for the other, I would say. Which one do you think is more of the main character though? which is weird because I think the author does a pretty good job of giving them both their highlights.
Yeah, it's I feel like
It's the beginning of the show.
sort of. I feel like the show sort of. It really is tough.
The beginning of the show really frames it on Okarun right at the
I was
start.
gonna say,
But I think it does a
starts like
good
an Okarun,
shift
but-
of going to Momo then and then back and forth pretty well. Unlike Fairy Tale, which started out as Lucy and then instantly shifted to Natsu, back in college when we decided to watch that and hate our lives. But
Yeah, I didn't get very far in that.
yeah, well, I think you probably stopped watching when we ran out of episodes to watch on Netflix, and I watched
just
some more.
remember-
But
I remember I stopped when there was like a time skip or like.
oh, that's where maybe that's where we both stopped because we were
might
watching
both
shit on
stopped
Kiss
there,
Anime
'cause-
together in college at the time.
Because I remember like
Once again,
I was
RIP.
just like, what are we doing with this, man?
Right?
Like, oh, now we're.
I think it was
time
just the
skip?
openings
Like,
at that
what?
point. Honestly, I think we
Yeah.
just. I remember vibing to the opening song so much with it, but
I do also love when like they got the like that little
right, yeah, it was just like kind of the Scottish and Irish like vibes to
Yeah.
some of the music that we really liked.
That being said, if I were to vote between Okarun and Momo, I would go Momo. I think.
I would have to go Momo for now too. Season 2,
And it
I am
could
voting
change.
right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Season 2, I'm voting for Okarun because
Okay.
he goes fucking off, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, I think he needs like
There-
an opportunity. To
There
do
there
that.
is an arc that it's called like the Alien Invasion arc or something like that. Because it shifts between cryptids and aliens and yokai all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's kind of like the thing. They're adding just all these kind of like myths and stuff. So when they focus on the aliens, it's so fucking fun. And that's like the alien one, like from what I've seen, is like the closest we get to like a very classical like shonen fucking battle off we get with the show.
Okay.
And it's super fun.
All right.
Because the whole squad, well, what I consider the whole squad is formed at that point. Because like we got Momo, we got Okarun, we got Ira, we got Gigi, who joins the group permanently, which I figured everyone kind of was going to figure that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But we also have 2 other characters by that time that get introduced pretty fast after Gigi's little introduction arc here.
Now I do.
The gang grows constantly, by the way.
All I know is there's one other character that's going to get introduced, and the only thing I know about him is 10-gallon wiener.
Oh, yeah, the alien invasion arc where he comes in.
That's okay. I was like, that's the
He's-
only thing I know. I've seen the picture,
I
and
hate
then
him.
I've seen them saying 10-gallon wiener. And I'm
I
like,
hate how
what is
much he
happening?
makes me laugh. Because he's so stupid. And he does not fit, but essentially he is just so weebed out in his mind that he is effective in the group. Like he has watched
Amazing.
too much Gundam to not be effective in the group with how he's introduced. Yeah.
all right.
But yeah, I would probably vote for Momo too right now. Kafka. I think season 1 just didn't animate
Yeah, it's-
or just didn't adapt well enough. But I
think
love
it's
that we are getting a
sort of setting
shonen
up.
with a guy in his 30s as the main character.
That's awesome.
Like I relate with Kafka so much in this
Yeah,
shout.
dude. It's
Like,
so
man,
good.
I dreamed of like studying sharks and having a shark cage by the time I was 30. Playing video games, being all that shit, and now I'm teaching. I love my job. I know my students know about this channel. I do love my job, and I love my students a lot. One of the most fun years I've ever had teaching, actually. Not lying about that. Probably my favorite year teaching ever, really. But it's not where I saw myself when I was younger, and I relate with that with Kafka quite a bit. Not that my job's
yeah.
not important, and he knows his job is important, but there's always going to be that little feeling that there's something that you
it's something
didn't
you-
try hard enough to get, I guess, or maybe you did and still fell short, but man, I'm really convincing myself to vote for Kafka still.
Hey man, I think you gotta hold off for this season.
I
I think
think
a
I
later
do.
season will come where
Yeah.
you do, but
And then we got Free.
I might honestly do Mao Mao. But
I-
I mean, Freerun is like constantly evolving, so it's kind of it feels weird because like I want to like wait till she's finished,
I don't, yeah.
part of that is like an argument for why it should be free reign.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, like every time I see Free Run Beyond Journey's End on here, I want to vote for it because it
Right?
instantly knocked out some anime that I hold so dear to my heart in my top 3 or top 5, maybe top 3 anime ever. Uh, like I know Black Clover's not the best thing ever made, but Black Clover got me through at the time what was one of the lowest points in my life because I just got out of like a really big breakup. You remember when I was dating Megan, like
Oh
Annie's friend? That
I
I
remember.
was in a rough spot there. When we broke up and I was living in that apartment by myself. The week Megan moved out, I found Black Clover. I started watching it. Freeran knocked Black Clover out for me in terms of how much I care about it near instantly when I
Yeah.
finished that season. I love
Yeah,
this show so much.
I see.
But-
This is another one where ask me a different day, my
I
answer
know.
will be different.
I think I'll probably vote for Freeran because
Good
she
call,
did
good
make
call.
she did make me cry within the first like 10 minutes of the show. So.
Yeah, you know what? You really convinced me on that.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just thinking about the first episode and
Mhm.
when she's with the funeral and then
That
like
that hit
it's like-
me so hard.
I'm tearing up now just thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
Ugh.
oh yeah, that just meant a lot to me, that episode.
Okay.
I don't even know why.
Well-
I'm in a good spot. I was a great spot in my life, and everything, but still that episode resonated so hard with me. And I think it's
I
probably
saw
because when I
someone-
was younger, I might not have appreciated some of my relationships as well, and that's why I felt the way I did back then.
I saw someone describe Freerun as like fuck just like destroying you and then healing you stronger in the same episode. It's like every episode is almost like therapy, just like helping
Yeah.
you work through emotions.
through
and stuff.
through a different thing about yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
And I guess now we go to Slice of Life,
Best
right?
Slice of Life, which is
I've
weird
seen,
because we have my dear friend Nokotan in this category. I've only watched 2 of these shows, so I have to vote for either Nokotan or Mr. Villain's Day Off.
Hey, same dog, and I'm gonna tell you this.
I just started
I
Laid Back
watched-
Camp today. Just the first
I watched
episode.
3 episodes of my dear friend Dokatan.
I watched 10.
I did watch all of Mr. Villain's
I did
Day
watch
Off.
all of Mr. Villain's Day Off, actually. All pretty much in one sitting, too. So,
I don't think I would describe either as a good show, but
Yeah.
I guess I like Mr. Villain's
the
Day Off
problem
more.
is, I have heard raving reviews from a lot of internet personalities I listen to on anime about
Right,
the
right.
dangers in my heart. But it's a High Dive exclusive.
Of course it is.
High Dive exclusive. Which I do, since we've mentioned that a lot, I do enjoy that Crunchyroll does include things from outside of their own brand.
That is good of them.
Mhm.
That is good of them to do because they know, like, you know.
Mocking
Crunchyroll is like
too many
the
losing
hub, but it's
heroines.
not.
I've seen too many like memes about this that make me think it's like a secretly a Gooner show to want to vote for it.
Yeah.
Like there's a meme
that-
of like the tan skinned girl dressed up as like a mummy, kind of revealing, saying that I'm a mummy, I'm gonna suck you dry, and they're like, that's a vampire. She's like, what does that have to do about anything? I was like,
I see.
I don't know if that's really a line, but the comments say it is, so I'm like,
Sound Euphonium 3?
3rd season of
Is
this.
it a bunch of Uniform players?
I think so.
I was just kind of
It might be good. Might be good, honestly.
Could
As
be.
I
I'm
get
looking at
older,
it.
a lot of these kind of shows I have enjoyed more than some shonen, actually.
I will say, I gotta do Mr. Villain's Day Off just because, like,
I gotta
his
vote for
love
Mr. Villain.
pandas. He's
Honest-
the only other guy
honestly,
who gets it. You know?
Yeah. And I really liked the whole the Red Ranger that like tries to fight him all the time, and him are actually
Yeah.
like best friends when they're both on their days off, despite the fact that he really hates being his best friend because he doesn't
Yeah,
want to be. But they
just,
just
like,
keep
gets
running into
lost
each other.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do really like that. That was really fun. Best
Well, I
drama.
guess- I have only seen 2 of these ones as well.
I have seen 3 of these.
Now, I
I really want to
notice,
watch.
Gannon.
I wanted to watch Pluto. And this Dead Demons, Dead Destruction. I could watch
I looked
that.
at
That
that
sounds
title.
crazy.
I looked at that title and then I looked at the category it's in, and I'm like, how? The title feels like it doesn't match if it is indeed a drama, but
Yeah, it sounds kind of.
oh,
I don't know.
And the art style is interesting.
I might look that one up later. Actually. Sign of Affection. I could watch it, but I don't know. Something about the art style for Sign of Affection just screams Horimiya to me, and I liked Horimiya, what I watched of it. But at the same time, I'm like, all of these are just well animated, slice of life, slightly slice of life, slightly drama romances that a lot of them come off the same to me, I guess, even though like a lot of them I really enjoy watching. So I know I would enjoy it if I sat down and watched it, is what I'm saying, but I'm gonna have a hard time to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I say we just cut into the meat of this. Apothecary Diaries and Free Run.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Ocean
if
season
it's between
2
those two,
was not as good as season 1, I would say. I actually, it was as good as season 1, but it's not as good as fucking Free Run, I'll tell you that.
that was the thing. I was like, I love Apothecary Diaries a lot, but Free Run like changed my life.
Yeah, Free Run really did change my entire perspective on media. So
Yeah, it's so good.
it's one of those shows like Cyberpunk was for me. I had a hard time watching other shows after it for a long time because there just wasn't other things that I felt like would fill that void for me. Because I know like Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
that final episode, I went to school the next day, and in the middle of class, just the final episode replayed like in a 30 seconds in my mind. I literally froze in the middle of class mid-sentence. Just stopped talking because I got hit with it.
Oh no.
And kids looked at me like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. Then I got back to the lesson. Free Rin, I was crying all the time. To Your Eternity, which I need to go back and finish season 2. It's just one of those shows that comes around like now once a year, apparently. It just changes your life to me.
Yeah.
Apothecary Diaries is really good, but I don't think it's that level. At least not yet. Maybe
Agreed.
season 2 will change it for me.
Now, going from that category to Isekai.
The worst category ever.
I mean, this
Shangri-La
one's pretty
Frontier season
simple.
2! Woo!
Yeah, I think we can kind of just say that.
And then
I
move
have
on?
watched some of a decent amount of these, unfortunately.
I
I've
dropped
watched
Slime. Fuck that shit.
I've also kind of dropped Slime. It's just gotten really boring.
It got really boring. And I was
Konosuba
telling people that in season 2
is
and people got
fine.
pissed at me. Everyone, Mason, Brett, everyone was telling me, oh, you're being picky. You liked One Punch Man. Of course you're winning every fight. I'm like, that's not what I'm fucking saying. Saying, yeah, Slime's going to beat everybody super easily. It's a power trip isekai at the end of the day. But even like the sidekick guys, none of them have fun fights because they win too fast. Like, come on.
Yeah, and
the
Mushoku
stuff
Tensei
that's
is
not
here,
fighting
and
is not
that's
fun
worse.
either because it's meetings. And yeah, Mushoku
God, dude,
Tensei.
yeah, it is just me.
I did not get to core 2 of season 2 because
oh yeah, no. Why would I?
I watched core 1 and I was really hopeful for it, and then I was like, never mind.
I was harassed.
It took me too
into
many
getting it.
episodes after he made those girls pee themselves to drop that show. I feel bad.
Girl,
I have an apology
say-
to make.
I will say, I did have a great time texting you when I was watching this because
Same.
I was like,
Same.
bro, my fucking
Honestly,
friends
I
are
kinda-
telling me to watch this, and it's so
Honestly, I need to kick
bad.
Suicide Squad Isekai out of here to put Shield Hero in again, just because how much more fun I had texting you about it than I did watching that goddamn show. Not gonna
Bro,
lie.
I still
lie.
haven't picked up. I dropped Shield Hero
No.
in the middle of the episode when they're fighting a dragon.
Dude,
I stopped mid-fight. I was like, I'm done with this, and I just
Fuck
turned it
that
off.
shit. Shield Hero season 3.
So bad.
Oh my god, dude. Oh.
That being said,
I was
Suicide
sending you
Squad
like
is
actual
also bad.
scenes of that show with just text I edited in, and it looked like AI fucking like 2D slop. It looked bad. It was so bad.
Man.
The
Did you
fact
ever
that
watch? Oh, sorry. Did you ever watch ReZero?
I keep starting season 1 and getting the same amount into it and loving it the same amount every time, and then I just forget to finish it. I loved it. I've loved every second I've watched of it.
I don't know. Something about it just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't.
I think that
I don't
is
have
a
the
I
words
think that is
for
a
it.
common thing from what I've read that people in season 1 have. And I've enjoyed
Yeah.
it, but apparently in season I think it's because like it's kind of the Mushoku Tensei thing where the main character is a shitty person.
That is it.
However,
But it's much less extreme.
it's
than
much less
Sugar
extreme, and apparently he does grow a lot and becomes a character you really can love by season 2 and into
Okay.
season 3. Like he really does become a hero with a good heart, unlike a person potentially with a good heart but is also a pedophile. No,
I don't know if it's potentially. It's all out there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So at some point, I want to watch ReZero and actually sit down and do it. It's one of those I always get distracted, fall off of it, then I go back and restart it. And
I do think
Konosuba,
it's telling that. I do
That
think
I've-
it's telling that
that I restarted
he's the one that's not a isekai is the one we're voting for in
Yeah.
the isekai category.
that's fair. The one where it's actually just guys playing video games, and
Yeah.
that's kind of a stretch for an isekai because they're not trapped there; they're just doing what they want.
Indeed.
And also Konosuba, people love Konosuba. I don't get it. I don't think it's that funny. Not gonna lie. One of the
mean,
most
it
lauded
has its
fantasy
moments.
comedies ever. Don't find it very funny.
Like it has its moments, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, it's
When you're
it's
this
like
popular
they
of an
do all
anime,
the jokes and then they just keep doing the same jokes.
when you are that popular of an anime, and your anime opening is going to get onto like a whole bunch of like guess the anime opening videos on YouTube, which I watch a lot of when I'm in the car or listen to a lot of when I'm on long drives to keep my brain awake. And I never get Konosuba. To me, that's telling. There's shows that I will get instantly that I've never watched a second of. I've watched 2 seasons of Konosuba. Well, I watched one
Yeah.
season and slept through the entire second season, I should say.
I think that counts.
Yeah. But Shangri-La Frontier, season 2, the fact that it's there means we could have gotten one of the openings there. And they're 4 for 4 on openings.
They are, man. They kick. Yeah,
Which
where's
is weird.
Shangri-La's opening?
The first opening sets like a high bar for the season, and then season 2 is like, actually the first opening kind of fucking sucks donkey cock. Let me make something that's actually good. And they're like, wait, but this was good. No, it was donkey cock. Here's a good song. Like
We're
that's
upgrading.
yeah. Oh, I love Shangri-La Frontier. I've been literally telling everybody to watch it for I've been telling Elijah just to sit down and watch it for a week now. Every time he texts me, I'm like, hey, have you started Shangri-La Frontier? Yep. He's like, I've heard good things. I'm like, yeah, for me, sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just like
It needs-
it's just a
it's so fun.
show, man.
the stakes are like the stakes are extreme, but not deadly, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's because it's a thing that I think a lot of people can relate to. It's just a guy who wants to be really good at what he does without like devoting his entire life to it. So he's not going pro in it. This is his hobby that he wants to master. And he
Yeah.
has fun with it. And sometimes he has to remind himself he's doing it for fun too. I love Shangri-La. I love that. I love that guy. Also, the characters are so fun in it too.
They are, dude. I love it.
Action.
Okay. Bleach, I feel like
Can't
is
vote for it because
probably
I haven't
definitely a
watched it.
contender,
It's
but
probably
haven't
actually the
seen it.
winner in my opinion but I haven't watched it. But considering the name of the arc that they're animating, I'm assuming it has good action.
It's gotta be pretty good.
Also, I know Kenpachi does a lot of stuff this arc apparently, and he is someone I base a lot of D&D characters off of that I have a lot of fun with. So I know that is probably popping off. Demon Slayer, it's the training arc. Don't know if that's a lot. I don't know.
I mean, like, it feels weird to put it in the action category for this arc specifically.
Yeah, because
Other
it's
arcs,
not the
I think-
Infinity Castle. I know they haven't gotten to Infinity Castle because that's a movie coming out soon. I can't vote for
And
it.
you know, they have like like some of the Hashira spar, but like it's not at the level of the others on this list. I mean,
Windbreaker,
Kaiju
I
number
haven't
eight.
watched it.
Kaiju number 8, I really like.
I do like it.
And then I consider Dan Dan more of a comedy than an action, but I
Yeah.
do love it enough to vote
Honestly,
for
though,
it.
some of its action scenes, though, I think are really creative, and that's why I think it deserves a spot here. While it might not be
for
as
sure.
high octane as some of the others, the way they choreograph and animate it is really cool. Even if they're kind of goofy, and some say gooner bait, like when they are fighting halfway underwater, Ira first discovers her powers and doing like the pirouette fighting. That shit was awesome. Like when that happened in the manga, Ira
That was
became
sick.
like one of my favorite characters instantly because she was so badass. That fight scene, and also her dialogue in that fight was really fun in the dub. Not gonna lie,
That's true.
it's so fun. Also, just a Loch Ness monster fight scene.
The sound design for that guy was crazy.
Oh yes, so good. My vote would be honestly Solo Leveling season 1. This is actually a category I think it deserves it.
I was gonna say, if nothing other than just
The Igris
watching
fight
him
at
get
the
the
end.
watch him getting the brakes beaten off
Yeah.
of him by Igris was so crazy.
It was cool.
You don't
yeah.
see the MC get bounced off the floor like that super often.
No, I think this is actually a good category to put season 1 of Solo Leveling in.
You know, that's I did actually, because I've already gone through and voted. I actually did vote for Solo Leveling for this because I was like, I think it does deserve this because they do really good with the action
Yeah.
animation.
And honestly, despite the action possibly being overall better in season 2 of Solo Leveling, I think the choreography's worse. I think they just do a lot of like really fast cuts and they don't actually show a lot of the movement. It's a
He's
lot
just
of
like
flashes.
zooming around.
And I get that. And it's supposed to show he's moving too fast that I can't see. Well, fuck it, I'm trying to watch. Let me see it. Like
Exactly.
have Piccolo say it's too fast off on the sidelines. I want to see this shit. Like, come on. Like,
Exactly.
it's not Dragon Ball in 2003. Like, but I honestly might go Dawn to Dawn here just because I like the creativity of it and the creativity of the powers involved and stuff. So
The fact that it's not nominated in the next category, I think that's definitely
yeah,
valid.
that's fucked up. Honestly, kick out Mashal. What is Mashal doing
Yeah,
here?
because I was gonna say it's
Mashal's
funnier
drove.
than it's funnier than Konosuba. It's funnier than Mashal. It's funnier than My Dear Friend Nakatan. It's funnier
Yes.
than Rama. It's funnier than Spy Family Season
Honestly-
2. It might even be funnier than Delicious in Dungeon.
I would say it's funnier than Delicious in Dungeon. I think Delicious in Dungeon
That's-
just does a really solid job at so many things.
That's
And
the
so-
thing.
But I don't know
I
if
do
it
think it
like
is funnier.
peaks
You're
a lot
right.
of things. Other those, but I think overall that causes it to peak other shows because it does so many great things. Honestly, if
That
My Dear
being
Friend
said-
Nokotan was only 3 episodes, I would say it's funnier than Dawn to Dawn. But since it's 12 episodes, those jokes run dry real fucking fast. It's not as funny.
Yeah. That being said, because Dan Dan is not in here, I did give it to Delicious in Dungeon.
That's fair. Part of me does want to give it to My Dear Friend Nokotan, though. Not gonna lie.
If you want to do it, I mean, you can. You're
I
more than
the premise
allowed.
alone still kind of makes me laugh, and some of those early jokes and the memes that came out of it did make me laugh. Spy Family
memes were
season
pretty
2,
good.
I liked it more as a rom-com than a comedy. And by the end of season 2, I was getting a little fed up with not progressing any of the plot points just to have more scenes
Yeah.
happen.
It
But
feels
that's
like
kind of the
you're-
nature of that show, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think because of that, it's not number one.
Right. Ranma One Half is a remake of one of the classics that I think actually set up the harem as a genre.
Oh,
If I
that's
remember right.
unfortunate.
But apparently it's one of the funniest shows, like, of the OG. So the guy that we both watched, Mother's Basement, really does rave about the original quite a bit.
All right.
And I'm not
it's
gonna diss.
Is it on Crunchyroll or is it?
It might be a high dive.
don't-
I'm not sure.
I think it's another high dive one because
Yeah,
I don't remember seeing it on there.
but I haven't watched it, so I think overall I would probably. Actually, I probably do have to give it to Nokotan. just because I had more like out loud like bursting laughter with this show over my 10 episodes with how
Fair
ridiculous
enough.
it is. Best
Now,
romance.
here's another category Dan the Dan could have been in.
Yeah, because it's one of the best teen romances ever
It's-
fucking written.
Whoever
Despite how-
made this list, I don't think they really understood the show.
Right.
You know,
Because despite how like off the walls like the show is, there is actually like a big core to it that is a very believable, like two kind of outsiders falling in love with each other. Like two very different people kind of thrown in. Haven't seen too many losing heroines. I heard Blue Box is good. Haven't seen it. Actually, haven't seen any of these. Have you?
I was hoping you had because I also haven't. So
No.
I
I guess we're going to skip this one. I should go watch Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It's also by the people who made Don to Don, so you know it's going to be good. And oh, that's also made by A1 Pictures. I that's a respected name. And Rama 1/2 is made by Mappa. So maybe
That's
I should,
big.
but whatever. Best background art. This is actually going to be hard because there's a lot of beautiful sceneries in these.
Yeah, it could be a bunch of them.
We got Dawn to Dawn, which, I mean, just look at that color spread that they use for the clip art. It's so amazing.
It's definitely the most like dynamic color spread
Yeah.
on this list.
Delicious in Dungeon. Very good atmosphere. Very good show.
Very good.
Uh,
I love it a
Demon
lot.
Slayer.
I don't think this is the category, I guess. Demon
Yeah.
Slayer, I mean, it does have beautiful
Frieren
backgrounds,
wasn't
but they're
here-
always the
Yeah.
same.
right. If Frieren wasn't here, I'd be more inclined to give Delicious in Dungeon it, but I think Frieren does
Exactly.
like the fantasy backgrounds for its particular fantasy genre better than does.
Delicious in Dungeon is a little...
It's more
you
high
know,
fantasy, honestly, in some aspects, because you're in this endless dungeon.
I was like, the fact they're in a dungeon sort of limits specifically the background a little bit, because you're in a dungeon.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of walls and caves. I mean, there are some exceptions, but...
Yeah. We got Pluto. Haven't watched it, unfortunately, so not much to say. And Apothecary Diaries. The art is
Which
pretty
also-
good in that, honestly.
I feel like it's got to be between Frieren or Apothecary
But yeah,
Diaries.
but it's very similar. Like a lot of flowers, a lot of built, like a lot of.
Yeah.
And I think I gotta go with Dawn to Dawn. From like when they do like the
yeah?
like the psychological, the
Yeah,
alien-esque
that's
things, to like the backgrounds of the city during the chase scene again. Like everything is very dynamic in the Dawn.
You know,
Dawn
that
show.
is a good point.
Like the warehouse scene fighting Acro Silky. That warehouse
right.
it was not just a background or a scene, it was a character in that show, thanks to how they
It's tough
interacted with
because
it.
background art is kind of vague. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, are you talking just about like the wallpaper of the scene, or are you talking about the environment?
Right.
So I can definitely see Dan doing that.
Yeah, and how they transition between the backgrounds, like I love the cut off dimension thing they do. Like even though it's just a black background, I think they do a lot of cool things with the show. The art style also helps it a lot too.
Yeah.
Best director.
Okay. So
This is hard because I'm not a good person. Never mind.
I don't know exactly
I know
what
who
the
I'm voting
director
for.
does.
I didn't see this earlier.
Oh, who did you vote for?
Megumi Ishitani, the One Piece fan letter episode. That shit was amazing. Oh my god.
I did not. I just saw the name and I didn't. It looked like a white block. I didn't recognize the anime.
Just that one episode alone was one of the best directed things ever. Making all of that combine into that one 24-minute story. I understand these other people are putting together entire shows, but oh my gosh, what's up, Wolf? We
So
are
I'm
talking
a
about some
little bit-
anime here. Oh
I'm a
my
little bit
god.
extremely livid. I'm a little bit extremely livid that I didn't see that because I
didn't
did already
either.
vote for Frieren, which I don't necessarily regret because Frieren.
Yeah, no, Free Run is really good. All of these are really put together shows.
This is like
But-
like this is the moment. This is the
This
year
was-
that this came out.
This was one of the biggest moments of honestly my life as an anime fan was watching this episode. Not gonna lie, I'm having goosebumps right now actually thinking about it. I love this so much. If people have not, and honestly, and people won't get it unless they've watched One Piece either.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. I'm going to say this a bit quieter because I don't want Tatum to hear me because I'm about to talk some shit on Tatum. But I don't think Tatum's going to understand this as much, or like not understand. That's a bad choice of words, but like appreciate this as much as I did because they switched from sub to dub a lot, and like sometimes they're a person that doesn't like hyper focus on a show when they watch, and I am. So I'm not trying to say I'm a better fan than them. I'm just saying like there's just so many more details and things that I remember and pull from the show because like when I'm watching that new episode, I'm really into it.
Yeah.
I'm full focused, and they just physically can't do that. And so when I watched this was one of the most meaningful moments of possibly my life was this episode. You know, over getting married and all that other stuff. That does not matter compared to this episode.
Oh, naturally. Yeah.
Naturally. Yeah. Lonely Wolf. We love talking. We do this every year. Sometimes we get more friends, but then we remember that Luke and I here are the only ones that actually keep up on anime. Our other friends watch anime, but we watch anime, if that makes sense.
Yeah. As you could tell by the general demeanor, I am unfortunately a weeb.
Also, I'm also wearing my One Piece shirt. I changed shirts to do this tonight, so honestly, I'm glad you still do this with me, Luke, because this is one of my favorite days of the year is getting to do this with you. Not gonna lie,
fun, you know.
I enjoy doing this with you. It's like we should start a podcast.
We should start. Hey, we're too white, guys. We can start a podcast.
We have mics and cameras.
Yeah.
Podcast.
We can be just like those guys on the basement yard. We're just as funny as they are.
Yeah, sure. Sure, like straight off the cuff. Say something funny right now.
Banana bread.
Oh, at work?
At work, dude?
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Honestly, like this, even just this girl's part in that fan letter episode, though, would win my vote. I loved her so much. It was so cool.
Bro, the like super jacked Marine who's obsessed with Chopper. I was like,
yes, the captain.
He fucking gets it.
Yeah, he does. He does get it.
And everyone thinks he's like super intense and dutiful, and he's just like, I can't arrest my poor boy. His bounty went up, my poor son.
You know he has his Spotify Wrapped. His number one song is Tony Chopper. Dun, dun.
Oh man.
Character design.
Okay, this one.
I'm gonna make some people mad with this probably. One Piece is definitely my favorite anime. Lonely Wolf. That's not what's gonna make people mad though. Out of all six of these, I said five because I actually think one should get kicked out instantly and not even be recommended on this list. Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 should not be on this list.
I agree.
The models were kind of flat and not very inspired. They were a bad adaptation. And I think season 2 is going to fix a lot of that. Well, they definitely got like the designs right. Like they look like the characters, but they didn't really bring those characters to life, if that makes sense in some cases. Like a lot of people were mad. Like they introduced like the captain with the unique eyes at the end of season 1 that's going to like train the yellow haired girl Kikaru. People that have read the manga, the Reddit, like I was kind of keeping up with the Reddit, like what they were thinking at the time. I don't post. I just like to read other people's shit. People were pissed at Narumi's design in season 1 for that one scene he was in. They're like, this is not my gamer boy king. Get this fucking abomination off my screen. Yeah, people were pissed.
What the fuck?
But I don't know. Out of these, I mean, we've kind of showed the title cards for all these shows before. I'm not going to go through them. Which one of these do you think wins it? Because I have a top 2.
It's between a couple.
I'm also kicking up Demon Slayer, but that's
Demon
also a bias
Slayer
for me.
is.
We've seen those characters for 5,000 years at this point.
we've seen them a lot. They're flashy. I
They
don't know
are.
if they're good.
Some of them are, but at the same
Some of them
time,
are.
why weren't they?
Some-
But they've been nominated possibly for 3 years straight now. I'm
Yeah.
give it to someone else. Let's.
Frieren is a beautiful show that changed my life. I don't know if the character design is the reason why. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but it doesn't.
No, they're good characters,
it
but
sucks.
I would also not say they're the best ones.
Apothecary Diaries, I mean, it seems pretty historically accurate.
Yeah. Characters
period.
all look
I mean,
really good though. But at the same
all look
time,
really
there's a
good.
lot of characters that look samey to me. Like, and yes, they all dress the same, but all the fucking administrators are practically the same person to me. And some of them have
Yeah.
important roles to the story. I'm like, which one are you? Are you take off your shirt? Are you the hot muscly one, or just the guy who follows Jinchi around?
Yeah, which is kind of why, for me, it comes between Delicious in Dungeon and Dan.
Oh yeah,
Delicious in Dungeon, I mean, anytime you have a fantasy show, the characters' designs kind
got it.
of have to lock in, or it's
yeah.
gonna really just
Especially
look
when
cheap.
yeah. I'm giving it.
And
definitely-
Dan, I mean, Momo's outfits alone, anytime
Oh
she
yeah,
changes outfits,
that
I mean,
she styles on you.
she really
honestly.
does. I am still gonna give it to Delicious in Dungeon personally.
I am personally going to give it to Don here. Between like that, the Okaroon going from his normal form, also his demon form, his yokai form, Ira's
That's
yokai,
true.
and the monsters, because a lot of the monsters are characters in and of themselves, and those designs slap to me. Also, Cat Granny, that's a big deal
You know
for
what?
me.
That's very true.
That's very
I think it's kind of tough to compare them sometimes because weirdly, Dan has almost more fantastical elements to the characters than Delicious in Dungeon.
One week
Like,
we
a
are
lot of
eating
the reason-
sushi with a possessed cat doll. The next week we are fighting a xenomorph with boxing gloves.
Yeah.
I'm actually not
But,
lying about that. Get ready for season 3.
Oh, that's exciting. That's great.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Uh,
10-gallon
yeah,
wiener
it-
incoming.
oh no, not 10-gallon wiener.
Oh my god.
Delicious in
Love it.
Dungeon though, I feel like just
They're
I don't
ones
know, I
that
just like it.
honestly, those are some lovable character designs. Really, they really do flesh them out and bring them to life.
I like that
But yeah, I can go
Senshi
either
is
way.
just a beard with eyes.
That's really good. It's perfect design, actually. Perfectly aesthetic. Lonely Wolf.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you said you've only watched about 5 anime at this point. Frieren and Don, you're on a good list of starting anime.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are on your list?
This is
Yeah.
awesome. This is like a good time to start like really branching out into anime. There's like you got all the great classics behind you to go back to, like ones that I still need to watch, like fucking Cowboy Bebop, to like some
dude, you
greats
gotta
of
watch Cowboy
today.
Bebop.
I got to. I've watched the first episode, loved it. Never went back and watched more. But yeah.
Understandable.
Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna give it to Don. I some of the ones yeah, I saw that. You've been watching since 2013, but your other message said your next anime is going to be the Oh, I misread it. My next anime is going to be that 6th one, the Apothecary Diaries. That's a good one.
Oh,
So
that
good.
was. I didn't
Apothecary
think
Diaries.
it was going to be all that great, and then I watched it and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Kind of, a little bit.
Sherlock Holmes, but it's a bad bitch who doesn't take fucking shit from people. I love her.
Okay. Upgrades, people.
Upgrades.
Upgrades.
Way better than the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie.
Oh, yeah. No one likes that.
Best animation.
Famously.
Famously.
Oh, this is tough.
Oh.
I mean, I immediately had an answer, but I feel like people have opinions on this.
Best animation? Fuck, dude.
Demon Slayer is fantastic. It usually has really good
I'm cutting
animation.
out Demon
Not that much
Slayer.
happened this season.
I'm gonna cut out
I love
solo
it, but-
leveling. Not gonna
Fair.
lie. I'm gonna cut out Kaiju number 8. It was pretty
I
good.
hate to do it. The effects are super cool, but
I think there's only 2 it can come down to, and it's Don and Frieren for me. Not gonna lie. If I'm
I am
talking about every
inclined to
aspect
agree.
of Oh, Kaiju.
I gotta
yeah.
give it. I
Kaiju
gotta
number
give it
8 is
Free
really
Run.
good. I know we're not giving it a lot of awards, but it's because there's a lot of good shit coming
It
out.
really just came out in a stacked year.
Yeah, it
Like-
came out. It really did come out. Like, it came out swinging, but some of these things came out swinging more. Like, that's just,
Yeah.
ugh. But overall animation, if I'm going beat for beat, I think I got to go Don to Don.
Hey, that's perfectly respectable.
What'd you say? Would you say
I'm gonna go Free Run.
Free Ren?
Just the magic just looks so cool, man.
Oh
It's
shit!
like-
Yeah, you are convincing me.
Well,
And
I mean,
am I adding art style into my argument here? And should I or should I not do that? Is what I'm thinking. That's what I hate, because like
these categories
so
are kinda
many
hard
so
to-
many things, like to someone who maybe isn't like super trained like us, does choreography go into animation or should it be its own category? Because like JJK has amazing choreography that helps that and the animation work together, but should they be
Yeah.
considered together or not? Because Solo
I mean, I
Leveling
guess
might have
so
better
it would get a
animation
bump.
but not as good
Yeah.
choreography. Yeah, right? Like I don't know how you weigh those separately or together.
I just hope Demon Slayer
I'm
or
about to go
Solo
for it,
Leveling
too.
doesn't win this one.
Elijah put in the Discord like, oh, I don't know. I just saw those recommendations and I just can't even guess who would win. Like, first of all, bitch, you haven't watched any of those, so shut the
I was
fuck
like,
up. And
You
also,
can't
like,
guess the animation when you read about what happens in the anime.
yeah, come on. If
Zing,
you're watching
zing,
Elijah, I'm
zang.
calling you out right now too. You can't read the fucking Google synopsis and like the fan reviews and then say yes, you know what's going on. You have not experienced it. This is not a Kyle moment. That's just like a difference in how you've absorbed the media. But also, like, dude, you've also watched anime longer than I have. You watched it growing up, you little weeb ass. You should know the trend that the hot shonen is going to win. Solo Leveling is going to fucking win this year, and I'm pissed about it.
Yeah.
Like, all I can do is put
Yeah.
my word out there and tell you why you should vote for anything, Freeman, besides Solo Leveling.
Friren's the one. You should vote for Friren, absolutely.
Subliminal
Bro,
messaging.
You know what I'm getting deeply saddened by?
What?
Every month that goes by without a confirmation of season 3 of Vinland Saga.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I love that anime
We're
so
at
much.
a point on the internet now where I'm seeing a lot of people saying like, yeah, I liked it at the time, but like thinking back, Vinland Saga season 2 was just boring, and people are saying that it's deep and good storytelling or just being full of themselves. I'm like, fuck you. It was
Bro.
beautiful.
It reflects the state of the world.
It does. I'm actually going to skip this. Oh wait, no, best original anime. Okay, this is not the exact same as what I thought it was. Okay.
I have seen one of these.
I have seen an episode of one and about half of another. Did
Okay,
you
which
watch? You
one-
watched Buchigiri, didn't you?
I did watch Bushi.
I liked the first episode. Actually, it was kind of fun.
It's a very like what? I said
It
that
seemed-
a lot while watching it.
Yeah, it does seem like a what kind of show.
It was fun. It was just like a lot just happening quick.
Honestly, this art makes me kind of want to watch girls band cry. That looks kind of
yeah.
hardcore. Not gonna lie.
I mean,
So I
I
don't
don't know
know
if
it.
I can compete to Bochi the Rock though.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna be comparing it.
Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. I had I think High Dive advertisings were conflating it to Oshinoko, which makes me want to watch it because I think more people need to get High Dive exclusively to watch Oshinoko. Even though I haven't
enough.
given it any awards this year, it's just because there's so many great shows this year that since I gave it so many awards personally last year, I don't want to do it again this year. But I haven't watched
I might
it.
have seen
So.
2 on this list actually.
Train to the End of the World. Haven't watched it. Looks cute. Oh, Blinth, I did see your email yesterday. I have not watched the clip yet. I was going to do that before I go to bed. I haven't gotten any other clip of the week submissions, so I won't play it in class tomorrow. But right now we are judging anime. Blimp, by the way, Luke, is one of my students. I'm not going to use real names, of
nice.
course, but he sends in Elden Ring clips for clip of the week, that thing that I started with some of my students. He no-hit Malekith and Millennia and sent in an edit of it. He just
That's-
sent. I haven't watched it yet, but he
Oh,
apparently
man, I'm
no hit
so bad
promised
at games.
consort Radon.
That's cap. There's no
Yeah,
way.
dude.
There's
So,
simply no
like,
way.
So you know how like we're almost 30 and we've accomplished things in our life and all that,
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
yeah.
We kind of don't exist compared to this kid. Like this kid's
Baker.
better. Yeah. Oh, Baker watched it too. Yeah. Yeah, Lonely Wolf. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I mean, like,
we're part of the
it's
group. We
good,
don't.
but-
It's good, but it's not amazing. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun, which I guess you should not discredit just being. I've started doing that. Be like, oh, it's fun, but is it good? I'm like, well, I guess if it's fun, it is good to a degree. I need to stop being a dick. Essentially, is what I need to do.
It's just when we're talking about awards,
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, well, let's be real.
Is this the other one that you've watched?
Ninja Kamui.
I heard this fell off super hard after episode 1.
Bro, episode 1 was like, okay, whoa, this is weird, it's kind of a goofy concept, though, but really cool animation. And then they were just like, and now we're robot ninjas, and everything's 3D.
You know
and
what?
It's really bad.
You know
and
what?
it's like,
I
what
know
are-
you're
why?
shitting on robots right now, but robots is exactly why I'm going to give a vote in this category. Actually,
Okay, is that Metallic Rogue?
Metallic
you're voting
Roche
for?
is so fun. It's just like
Is that lady wearing a disco ball? What's going on?
no. She is a robot assassin who is disguised as a high school girl, just kind of going around Mars, just vibing until she comes across one of these other robot assassins that she has to kill.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking sick. And the opening is
on high
jazzy
dive?
as fuck. Actually, I'm gonna pull up the opening right now. We're gonna listen to some of it. I don't know if I can play it on Discord for you though. Let me see if I can find it. Real quick. If you're watching my stream on Twitch though, you can probably listen to it.
Oh yeah, I can do it through that.
I love this. I'm gonna probably gonna play too much, probably get demonetized soon, but don't matter.
Right.
Here it comes. I love this song. I'm gonna pause it there. Just under a minute. Just maybe they'll keep me from being
Yes,
absolutely destroyed. But
Yeah, I was like
that's,
on the
that's
I was on
the
like a
opening.
delay. So.
Yeah, I knew you were, or you still are, or on the.
That's pretty cool.
It's-
That's pretty cool.
I think this deserves it personally. I still plan on going back and finishing this once I have time and in the mood to watch shows. I should have just watched it while I was sick the last 2 days. Damn.
I won't argue with you.
That's probably going to be my vote if I even cast a vote in this category.
All right.
Best new series. I'm skipping this one because this is the exact same lineup as best anime of the year. So
Well, I also kind of take issue of it because I don't know if these are all new series. like-
they're all new anime series though that came out this last year.
But everything else Freeman has been in this has been specifically talking about season 2. I'm pretty sure.
None of these have a season 2 yet. Well, Solo Leveling
Freeman
does.
is just long like
Yeah, Freedom was just long like that. It was
Alright,
28
then
episodes.
I guess yeah, we can just go.
Best
to
continuing series? Knowing Us.
Come on.
Come on.
Come
on.
That's
Come
what
on.
I'm saying.
Come
I love
on.
Midoriya, dude. No,
I vote no Shigenoko season 2.
I vote One Piece.
Yeah, me
And
too,
you
actually.
voted One
I should have
Piece, too.
actually said My Hero Academia season 7. That would have been a better joke because I have not made it past season 4, I think.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah. I'll get to it eventually.
As someone who has watched season 7, that's okay. You don't gotta.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not really recommending it.
I think I stopped watching after the hot muscle bunny lady like broke her
Oh, yeah.
arms off or something like that.
Bleach does
Yeah.
still exist.
Thank you, Nick, for resubbing. And yes, Bleach still does exist because it just, like, in the last few years, just got reanimated. Like, they're now continuing it where the anime dropped off. And they're animating the 1,000. And apparently it's really good, but I haven't watched it, so I'm never casting a vote for it because that's not fair. But yeah. One Piece. God.
Ooh.
Also, Luke, do you know what comes out this weekend?
What?
One Piece. Egghead
Oh my
Part
gosh,
2.
but-
Egghead
Oh
Part 2.
no.
A
Oh,
two,
no, I
a
have so
2-day,
much more.
a 2-day event. One episode the 5th, one episode the 6th. The first episode on the 5th is an hour-long recap special.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have so much of the Fishman Island remake to watch.
I have not watched any of the Fishman Island remake, okay? I need to.
And you're not gonna?
I don't know. I was giving One Piece
Fair
a
enough.
break while it was on a break, essentially.
Same. I felt
I
if
should,
Oda was taking
but-
a break, I would take a break.
Oh, no, he hasn't taken a break. He's still writing shit. I'm keeping up on that.
You're right. He needs to take a
Dude,
break,
we're,
man. I'm
we're
worried
in
about him.
Elbaf. He cannot take a break. He will die if he does. It's like
Oh,
when
no.
the train is only running because it won't stop running. Like,
Gotcha.
if I turn this computer off, it's never turning back on again. And I can't do that to my boy. Well, I can't let him do that to me, actually.
Well,
Film of the year.
I guess now we're on the movies, right?
I want to vote for Look Back because it looks beautiful.
I mean, I've heard good things about it.
Right.
I have, unfortunately, the only one I've seen is Spy Family Code White.
I took
It's like-
Tatum to see that for like
It was
Christmas.
cute.
It was
You know,
cute,
a
so
fun,
I
cute
have to vote
movie.
for that one. It's the only one I've seen.
Yeah.
It was fun. It kind of got me more back into Spy Family, actually. So I'll give it that.
Can't believe Yor fought the fucking Terminator.
It was fucking badass.
I did not
It beat the
expect
shit
that.
out of it. Yeah, I fucking love Yor, dude. Also, just congrats to Spy Family for making like a character that
Yeah.
all anime fans are gooning over. That's actually of age for once. Good for them.
Sad,
Good for
sad the bars that we have to clear.
I know.
but At
I
least
know.
we cleared it.
And if people want to like ignore some of that stuff in the home, but you know, for the society as a whole, I'm glad we're making that push. Yeah. Says the guy who watched Gushing Over Magical Girls this year, but you know.
I don't even know, man.
Dude,
You don't
don't.
have to reveal that information.
Don't. Do you want to know the plot?
I really not.
It's a
I don't know
magical.
if I
It's a
do.
magical girl show, following the villain, and her power is BDSM.
Oh God, Gannon, you can't be doing that.
I thought it was really. It was really, really bad in the ways you think it is, but it was also so funny. I couldn't stop watching.
All right.
So bad.
Well, I guess
There was straight
We're
up
at
a
the main-
lesbian sex scene in the last like 2 episodes. Like, what the fuck, guys? What am I watching?
this is why you can't get on High Dive, man.
I know this is the problem of High Dive, man. This
They'll,
is so
they'll have like one
bad.
of like the best animes.
They
and
got
then, like,
Oshinoko,
50
and then you
Gooner
got
animes.
the I'm actually the big titty elf's pet dog, but I'm a level 99 demon, which is a real show apparently. Right
No.
under that, and it's
You-
top trending. Yes.
You had to have made that up. You had to
No,
have made that up.
that's not the actual name, but that's the plot.
Okay.
Look it up.
Jesus.
It's like I am Bahamut, the elf girl. I don't know. It's something stupid, man. There's so much dumb shit on there. There's one that's apparently people like called Plus Sized Elf, and it's about an elf that won't stop fucking eating.
Oh my God.
Just go to their website,
Behemoth,
Nick.
the
Just go to their-
S-ranked monster, but mistaken for a cat. I live as an elf girl's pet.
Yes, I told you. Dude, this is why we anime fans get made fun of so much, and I gotta admit, I'm part of the problem, I guess.
Bro,
Oh
dog,
my
you
god.
just can't. Why?
I think I
Why are
saw
there so many animes that are like.
I think I
2
saw that being
sentences long.
advertised, and I'm like, actually, I don't think there's that much on High Dive I want to watch anymore. Now that Oshinoko season
I'm
2,
going to cancel my subscription.
I think I want to cancel it right now. I've gotten my fill of just
Oh, man.
really bad shit that makes me feel good to watch, and I've watched actually good shit that's good to watch. I don't think I can. I've ran out of the good shit that kept me on High Dive. I've watched my fill of the bad shit that like is like the guilty pleasure show. So I'm like, I gotta get rid of it for now.
Well, speaking of the
now,
good shows,
yeah, we're here. We're finally here. This is technically 2 categories because it's the exact same lineup. And once again, get the fuck out of here, Solo Leveling. You're season 1. You're not even the hype moments yet. Get out of here. And that's going to piss some people off.
Aura farming yet?
No, he's not. Honestly, things are aura farming him right now.
Yeah, like, he's struggling.
Honestly, Egress farmed him hard. Like,
I don't even know if you can farm him. It's like he's pulling a weed.
He was literally the boars in that one episode of South Park. That entire.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. I was so excited for this day to talk about this, and then like it kind of hit me. Like every few months it would hit me like, shit. I gotta make a decision out of so many things. Oh man. I feel like there's something here that that's not here that I was hoping would be though. I can't remember what it is now.
I am gonna rank them.
Okay.
I'm dedicated.
Are you starting at the bottom, working your way up?
I will start at the bottom and work my way up.
All right.
Last place, pretty easy.
Solo Leveling. Yep.
Next place, I feel dirty and bad about putting it in 5th, but frankly, every other anime here is too goated with the sauce. They can't compete. Yeah. Kaiju number 8.
That's what I'm gonna do. I haven't even finished Delicious in Dungeon or Apothecary Diaries season 1 yet, but I'm still doing it.
Oh god! And this is where it really gets tough.
This is where it's hard. Who's taking my 4th spot? Because it's split between 2 of them. One's going 4, one's going 3.
I will admit that Delicious in Dungeon is a. I am very biased towards it. It heavily features a dwarf who likes to cook. I mean, that's right up my alley.
Honestly, I think my number 4 spot is Apothecary Diaries.
Delicious. Oh, Apothecary Diaries?
Yeah.
Well, that was what I had too.
Yeah, I think we might be in a very similar boat in this.
So.
This might be where we split though, because my number 3 is Delicious in Dungeon.
Let me pray on it a second.
3. And I think this is where I got to take into account that the fact that I haven't finished it yet, even though I really loved it. The other ones I made myself finish no matter what, because I think that matters.
I think I'm gonna put Danded in here because there's just frankly not as many episodes.
That's fair.
And they ended it in a kind of weird spot. Mm-hmm. That being said, like. If it had the same amount of just like I think Delicious in Dungeon is 24 episodes.
Yeah.
If it was like that, then I bet it would pass it. But because it's not, I'm gonna put Dan to Dan, Delicious in Dungeon, and then I think we both have the same number 1.
Freerin.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to cry when you told me you started this show because I had someone else that I knew would appreciate how good this show was.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. My sister started watching this show and they're like, I didn't think it was that great. Wasn't for me. I dropped it. And I lost a sibling that day.
Wow.
Not really. Yeah, Gabby, if you saw that. But I can't believe it. I can't believe Gabby did not like this show, honestly. Because it seems
how do you, after episode 1, you're not like,
right.
This is great.
Also, like,
amazing.
Gabby, this is like straight up, like, it's a great women empowerment show, first off. Let's be real. There are some people that want to say this is like some conservative, racist, BS love show. That is not the case. I hate people that making these weird comparisons online.
That is weird.
Saying the demons are people and Freyrin's racist. Freyrin will be racist in real life. What? No.
That has to be a meme.
That has to be a meme. Oh, I'm not going to get into all that, but but from the sound from the sound direction, the art direction, the story, the overall everything. Nick says he dropped it too.
Yeah.
I know he just subbed, but I kind of want to ban him in chat.
Well, it's kind
It
of.
says interesting for him, but he couldn't hold on to it, which
It's a very like.
it can be a slow burn, but I
a-
respect it because I think it does a good job with everything it does. And like I said
It just
earlier,
really
the lows are purposely low in a good way, I think. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful show. And Nick also doesn't watch a lot of shows. That's true. I don't watch as many shows
if
anymore.
you don't watch a lot of shows, you're sort of meant to do like more high octane one. Bleach is it?
Yeah.
Man, the small amount of Bleach that I have watched, I loved
liked it. I really do. I just haven't finished it.
Busy and didn't have time.
Unfortunately, it's just my least favorite of the big three because it's the only one I haven't finished.
I'll be honest. Based on the trajectory it was going, I think it's a chance to go number 2 for me.
Actually, probably, yeah, man. Fuck Naruto, actually.
Bro,
not gonna lie.
I'm gonna say it.
Fuck
I don't really like Naruto that much. I like a lot of the characters. I like a lot of the characters.
I like a lot of powers. I like a lot of fights, but when I put it all together, I'm just like, man.
I think my biggest issue with it is the fact that Sasuke is in it.
I fucking hate Sasuke, dude. How did this become a Naruto hate for our ending, actually?
Bro,
we're at the end. That's so funny.
Hey, I said it once, I said it a million times. People who are obsessed with Sasuke, that's a red flag. It's a red flag!
And who do we know that's obsessed with Sasuke that turned out to be red flag? Not want to name names. Jordan, but not Jordan, but the Jordan. Yeah.
The gay one in Texas.
The one that did I tell you I went to you see the Naruto I went to a Naruto symphonic experience in Kansas City.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I went with Tatum and Gabby. It was supposed to be Tatum and Elijah because I got him a ticket for his birthday or whatever. Right. I got like near front row tickets to this thing, which turns out maybe not the best seats because you kind of look up. But I didn't know that for a symphony kind of thing that I wanted actually like a balcony off to this. I didn't know that. I'm a nerd. I'm a noob. I didn't know that shit. So I thought I was getting really cool tickets for him. Like this was like 3 months ago at this point because it was a few weeks ago that I went. And Elijah was supposed to have the kid that weekend, Willow. Jordan said, "Yeah, I'll take her, so you can do that for your birthday." Elijah fucking told her what he was doing. He should not have done that, Elijah. Fucking know the people you're talking to. Come on.
Yeah.
The Friday before, Jordan cancels on him. He has to take Willow, which he legally can't do anything about because it is his weekend, and he's a good dad. He's not going to just... He tried to get a babysitter, but I get it.
Yeah.
But guess she didn't just cancel. Guess what this bitch did?
Did she go?
She went. She fucking went. Sasuke cocksucking piece of shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Can't fucking stand that shit. Oh, it pissed me off so fucking much. When he told me the next day, I was like, I was jumping around. I was so mad. Oh, I cannot.
I mean, its fillers can't be worse than Naruto. Naruto is like,
no.
It's so much.
And honestly,
filler.
at this point, you can look. I looked up a guide and I just skipped the filler. Honestly,
I did too because I was like, I can't do this. Naruto's gonna go to this village, learn a jutsu, never use it again because it's a filler episode.
I think they're talking about Bleach. Like I did that with Bleach, and then I started doing that with Naruto before that. But when I was watching Shippuden, like I watched.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Because I remember we watched original Naruto together.
We did, yeah.
We started Shippuden together, but then like that year into college ended, and I finished it over the summer. But yeah, but honestly, the Naruto Symphonic experience was like an adult sing-along to like the best moments of the OG Naruto series like collection with with like the score being played by a live orchestra. That shit was actually fun as fuck. And they saved like for the end credits, like when everyone's leaving, like the sing-along was Fighting Dreamers, the opening. Oh. I really thought they were just like cock teasing us by not doing it, and then they came back out and did it at the end. I was like,
that's kind of sick, actually.
It was fun. I mean, I know we just shat on Naruto a little bit, but it is fun. I still enjoyed it. Part
of my issue with Naruto is also like, besides Sasuke, is there's a lot of cool characters in it that just
What do they do though in
they
the
don't
story?
really do anything with it.
What's the
Like-
relevance? Right?
Yeah, I mean, like Rock Lee is the like biggest example.
he
but
is-
an even
he is the
bigger
goat,
example
dude.
is any woman ninja.
Yeah.
Because they're all just in the background.
You
or
know what?
They're
Also,
just
like,
meant to
thinking
be,
back on it,
who's gonna marry who? That's all the. point of
there's
the
that.
ladies
There's
in
like that
show.
one. There's like the one village. I can't remember what element it is or whatever, but it's essentially just all like African American guys, and they all have lightning powers.
Cloud, right?
Cloud
The
Village, yeah,
village in the cloud.
and they all have lightning powers. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
also very canonically racist.
So I'm right.
And
Lady
but there's
Tsunade
one,
is like an exception. that
and there's
kinda breaks the
one
rule, I'll
white
admit it.
person in the African American village, and it's a white lady, a very pale white lady with big tits, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what did you mean by this?
Hey, they don't know. They don't know they're in Japan. They don't know.
Oh, what did you mean by this? But yeah, Lady Tsunade is awesome. I actually kind of like Sakura. I think that she's got kind of done dirty by the writing.
And see, that's what I mean. It's
you
like
know-
the characters themselves are cool. They just the writers didn't do anything with them.
Right. Yeah, there's so many. Like, if you did not fall
They're
into
not
like
kind
the
of being the
immediate
exception.
trajectory of Naruto, Sasuke, or Madara, then just it didn't matter. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think we can agree. Frieren probably was the best anime to come out this last year. Honestly,
Yeah. Which
I
it
was
sucks 'cause there's a
kinda-
lot of bangers, but
there was a lot of
is.
bangers, and honestly, Frieren was partly airing during the same time as JJK season 2. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
I think Frieren beats JJK season 2 from the year before. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it's so tough because like I don't even know if I consider Frieren a show. It's like
It's more of an experience.
It's ascended beyond that for me personally.
Yeah, and
Because
not even
anytime
just,
I watch it, I just am like,
you know,
all right,
we haven't
what
really
emotions
mentioned a lot
am I gonna
about
be
Frieren that a
feeling?
lot of these other things require to stand upon the
What?
fights. I've mentioned one fight from Frieren, and it's possibly one of the most boring fights, despite being how amazing it is.
Oh,
That means a lot in and of itself, that this show can stand so tall with only, like, I'm trying to think, 1, 2, really only like 5 major like action parts over 28 episodes. If you consider the dragon, the aura battle, which I'm breaking into 2 when you have like the apprentices and then Freeren's part,
or yeah.
and the Zoltrak fight when they unfreeze that guy, which was really cool. Not much of a fight, but more of a lesson. And then, like, I'm counting the entire labyrinth as kind of like its own action thing because they kind of plan it all.
The fight at the bottom of that labyrinth.
But
though,
maybe you
dude.
consider the final fight of that as a separate piece because, reality can be whatever Frieren wants it to be. And apparently,
Well,
Frieren is not top 10 strongest people in her own universe. She's in a
even
spot
if
where she's way
that's
stronger
kinda
than
crazy.
everyone below her, but way too weak to fight the people above her.
Like, I mean, there's also like the fights in the first round of the thing. Because, bro, I love
Oh, yeah.
Denkin. Out of magic, not out of options, baby.
Oh, he tears off his shirt, and he's just that old man. He's ready to go. He's like, oh, I love him.
So good.
And that's, honestly, he would have been a great supporting character in that category too. I think the few episodes he was in, he showed up and delivered a lot of characterization to himself, his team, and the show as a whole.
I
He was
agree.
awesome.
Yeah.
And just the fact that this is like, he's like a tertiary, quaternary character in the show, and he has this much meaning to like my enjoyment of it. Yeah, I think, there's no way Frieren doesn't win anime. It should win anime of the year. Now, what do I really think is going to win? I actually think it's going to be Solo Leveling at number 1, Dawn to Dawn at number 2, Kaiju number 8, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, and then Apothecary Diaries. That's my actual ranking of what won the votes.
That's not too bad of a lineup, I feel.
I'm just kind of
Probably
going
could be
down
right.
the action and popularity curve.
Yeah.
to it, really, and that's what the Crunchyroll, because people tend to focus on people that are way more engrossed than us, Luke. I think put the least amount of stock into Crunchyroll awards, but it's the one I pay attention to, so it's the one I care about.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
Well,
that's it. Did it in 2
all right.
hours, man. Oh well, thank you for doing this with me. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, I'm probably going to
Very
go.
tired.
Yeah, no. If you're heading to bed, have fun. Remember
Right.
tomorrow, Mizutsuni comes out. Yeah.
Oh, I need my rest.
And I think Solo Leveling's also going to win because season 2 just ended, so its hype is like incredibly high right
True.
now, which I think is
People are
completely
just gonna see
and
it
people
and
don't fucking
think
care
about
about that. They will not think about that at all. Like, this is season 1. Most people are like, yeah, Solo Leveling's fucking dope. You see him aura farm on the fucking ant? I was like, shut the fuck up.
Bro, this isn't even my favorite arc in a show about ants eating people and gaining their powers.
True. Honestly, I am a weird guy and did not finish the Chimera Ant arc. Liked it more.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. It does kind of like, they do a lot of narration in that arc.
Yep.
All right,
Yep,
well,
too
I'm
much.
going to bounce.
And I'm
See
going
you
to end
later.
the stream. See Twitch by Luke, by chat. Thank you guys. And later, I am going to be doing my reviews of who's going to be winning the, where to